Hey guys, this is a video on how to cycle clean and jerks. So, let me start by saying some principles here that are very important. Objective of cycle, clean and presses is in making the movement efficient. Not necessarily fast, in the sense that the movement itself, the rep itself doesn't have to be very fast. But the objective is that if you cycle efficiently, if you can string repetitions efficiently, the 3 repetitions that you do cycling like this are gonna take you less than if you didn't, like if you don't know how to do it. Of course, with time, as you get really good at cycling, you can speed up each individual rep. But if you're learning this, do not rush, and it's not about moving fast, it's about moving efficiently. It's about not considering just one clean and jerk, but considering a string of clean and jerks, and that's a different mindset. What often happens is the athlete will try to think speed, and then they just move very poorly. That's not the goal, right? So the goal of cycling clean and jerks is how to string clean and jerks efficiently, and understanding that string of clean and jerks as just one movement, instead of like one clean and jerk plus one clean and jerk and so on, right? So it's just a little bit of a longer movement. Good, that's the first principle, right? And so when you're learning this, really focus on moving well, finding that cadence. If you're doing that, you're moving faster well. Of course, this video is for conditioning workouts that call for clean and jerks, CrossFit type workouts and so on, right? And so if you're not doing those type of workouts, this is not gonna be very useful to develop strength in the clean and jerk or anything of the sort, right? So this is a very specific context. Okay, so now let's go. I'm gonna go walk you through a progression that I used to teach this, and as we go along that progression, you'll see the principles, and you'll feel confident on how to apply this. So the first thing is to do a power clean with a pause followed by a push press. So let me show you what that looks like. So I'm gonna come here, pause at the receiving position, so I haven't stand up, and now from here I'm gonna go right into a push press. Good, that's 1 rep. Good, so that's the first part of the progression. Now I'm gonna do 3 reps of that, and because what I'm adding is the stringing, the part in which I bring the barbell from the head to the ground is what I'm gonna be adding you, and is what I want you to focus on. So I'm gonna talk you through it very deliberately, and as you see, I'm not trying to move fast, just efficiently. Good mechanics, that's all that matters. So again, I'm here, pause, push press. Now I'm gonna return that barbell. As you'll see, I'm bringing the elbows forward, boom, down, pause, push press, return that barbell, pause, push press, shift push press, return that barbell. Now, it wasn't actually push press, it was just slow because I was talking. So, what you saw there, it is the whole thing. We'll change the push press for a push jerk, and that'll be it, but you saw the full thing. So, when I'm returning the barbell, you'll see that I'm really throwing the elbows forward, and when I'm getting here, is when I rotate, keep the bar that very close to my body, down. And I'm gonna land right in my setup position. Very important that you do this movement here, like this, instead of swimming it. You totally can, there's plenty of athletes that can. It makes it a lot harder, it requires a lot more mobility. I don't advise it for the beginner at all. And so, bring it here, switch, keep the bar close, and right away I go into my next power, clean, pause, push press, right? So start there, get a few reps, get the movement, the mechanics right. Of course, don't worry about load at all, it's the last thing, and of course don't worry about speed. Make sure that the movement is working good, that everything is right. Once you have that, then we're gonna do the same thing, but with a push jerk. So I'm gonna do 3 reps, I'm gonna string 3 reps, and I'm gonna walk you through the only difference here. So the start is the same, good setup position, pause, and now push jerk. Hold, stand up, and then I return, pause, push jerk, stand, and then I return, pause, push jerk, stand, and then I return. Finish. So the only thing that I added was, instead of just push pressing and push jerking, stand, hold for a second, and then return. That is important because if you don't do that, it's very easy to start cycling like this. Push jerk. So what you saw there is I push jerk, and instead of standing up finishing the movement, I just go down. Kind of stand, kind of return the bar at the same time. Don't complete the rep. Super easy to get into that habit. And if you are, for example, a CrossFitter that competes or whatever, that becomes a no rep. And it becomes 3 no reps really fast. Right? And so not good. But second, you're just cutting a corner. So you might be moving faster, but you're not moving faster, you're doing less work. Right? Like, yeah, the time is shorter because you're doing less work. And so, don't do that, it's ugly. It's a standard for sure. It's not a technique thing. It's a standard, but standards are important. So the point of a clean jerk is to go from the ground to full standing up, right? And so that's our arbitrary rule keep. Good. You saw there. So the third part of the progression: power jerk, power clean with a pause, push jerk, and then after that you just eliminated the pause on the front, on the power receiving position, the power clean receiving position, and you go for another 3 reps. So I come here, stand, stand, stand. I watched that last one, but that is it. Okay, let me know if you have any questions. If you like this video, share it